Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making episode 34. I think it was 34. Again, let me have a look at that. Yep, definitely 34. And I'll just start up my little stopwatch timer. I'm so glad that I have this thing running, because otherwise I just go over time. Anyway, we're playing as King Ulrich of Bavaria and Pomerania. He is the son of King Ludolf, who is himself a son of our initial character, King Otto, who is Duke Otto. We're currently in two wars, as Duke Walbert of Moravia creates the title of Duchy of Moravia, which is down here. That's fine. That's good. That gives us a de jure claim on Queen Hedvika here. You can see, yes, on this province here. We're not going to prosecute that right now, because it would cost us piety to do so, and because we're already involved in two wars, have raised levies, and cannot declare war on anybody because of that. The two wars. The Chilenid Holy War for Sicily, which is going very well for us, because the Chilenid guy, which I think is the Egyptian kingdom, yep, they've not managed to get to Sicily. So, yeah. He's got a ticking war score of almost 80% in favor of the Byzantine Empire. Insane. We're technically involved in that, but we're not really helping out. You know, why would we? Oh, Georgia has a blind king. And we're also involved directly in the Bavarian War for Princess Esclamonda's claim on Aquitaine. We started this last episode, and it's something that I'm actually quite proud of. Unfortunately, the East Francian has joined in, but I haven't seen... He's a recent entrant. I have vision on most of his provinces, and I haven't seen him turn up. And he's also involved in the other war in Aquitaine, the Revolutionary War, and he's part of attacking the King of Mercia for Lincoln up in England. Let's just get that timer sped up a little bit. The Independence faction has disbanded. That's good. Very good. All of our factions are very low now. The main irritant is the Count of Anhalt, because we fired him from the council, and he's ambitious, and he just doesn't like us. We could kind of do with getting rid of him, I guess. And while our troops move down through Amiens to get to Aquitaine, we are under our defense limit fairly significantly, thanks to our new French bride here. And the reason for that, it's not great that we're under our defense limit. I've just told you the reason, and that's because of our bride, and we've got a decent stewardship ourselves, and our current legalism tech is at level 3. It's fine. It's how it works. I'd like to just replace my marshal to do military tech instead of troop numbers. There's an East Francian army. So, we're definitely going to go down and kick them in, because they're headed to the province that we're occupying, Toulouse. Anyway, we'd like to get our demence limit up to, the limit. It would be good for us. But to do that, I'd prefer to get the lands of Bavaria, which, for me, can't get Salzburg because it's a bishopric. But we could get Kempten or Nuremberg. Not going to touch Nuremberg at the moment because it's held by our spy master, but we could look at Kempten. Now, we can't excommunicate him. We can't just simply revoke his title because that would be a bad thing. We can't even imprison him. We could assassinate him, but it doesn't really help us out. We could try and get a claim, but the Pope has a positive opinion of the Count, so... you know, we really can't do much. We're going to have to plot it out or something like that at some stage. Jasper died of an infected wound. Bad luck, bro. So again, because we're going to be attacking into Toulouse, I covered this last episode, which was, well, I started that an hour ago. So we're going to actually head into Rogu here and attack into Toulouse, because it's basically the one province that doesn't have a penalty for attacking into Toulouse from. And we've honestly got plenty of time. Still losing money because we've got our levies raised and our retinues, while almost reinforced. They're still giving us a little bit of monetary drain. Not too much anymore, which is good. Now, I have noticed that this army is now moving into Carcassonne, which is down here. So we're just going to tell him to go straight to Toulouse now. Just thinking of celibacy makes me shiver, but at the same time something seems amiss in my life. What is this emptiness inside of me? I need a few days to contemplate this, which gives us celibacy, which means we will never have children again. Or ignore it, live life. Let's go with that one. Now, last episode we defeated a major revolt, which means we have this little modifier for another 10 years. Let's just check this. 3rd of June, 26th of May. Good. That means that in every province that we have, the revolt risk is at, has a -2 modifier to it, which is great. Okay, so what we actually want to do is going to be a little bit awkward, but we want to get up into Foy and then hit Carcassonne from there, because Carcassonne has a river between Narbonne, which is this one here, and Toulouse here. The only other option is to head down into Rosello and strike up. Luckily, Carcassonne, despite all appearances, is plains, not mountains. So that's good for us. We will have to attack this little army here, but it's a small army. We should be able to defeat it, and honestly, it's going to move out. Most of it, anyway. Okay, this lifestyle of utmost pleasure and joyous life suits me perfectly. This can be nothing but heaven. More of everything. Gets us the hedonist trait. Negative monthly piety, plus fertility, and the church doesn't like us. How is our piety gain? We're getting a lot of it because we're also zealous. And I should contemplate this some more, which gives us 20 piety and nothing else. Easy choice. Piety. Some guy has been imprisoned. I don't know why we're getting these... Oh, okay, we're getting these messages because we're allied with the Basilius. Oh, well, we have him notified as a special character. Well, that's interesting. The Byzantine succession has gotten a little bit messed up. I'm going to stop monitoring them, but we may come back to it in the future just to check on what's going on. But yeah, it seems like we're not going to be able to have a Littlefinger be a Byzantine emperor for some time anyway. Okay, so 28th of June our army got into Foy, and now we assault out of the mountains into Carcassonne. We'll be there in like 3 days. There we go. King of East Francia is involved, but we're superior in every way. Master race and all that sort of stuff. Swear we're not trying to be Nazis. Okay, one flank is folded. We should get a fair amount of war score out of this. Yep, 31.5%, bunch of prestige, and nice amount of military tech. We captured this guy. We're going to ransom him. I know he's nobody important. He's a count, so he pays us 70 gold for it. But yeah, he's nobody all that important. And I think we're going to move to... There's really no good, easy to get provinces, I think. So we're just going to move into Narbonne and hit that. Why not? It's where their armies are going. No, we just had a little battle here. Nothing important, just, another 12% war score. He still thinks that he's, you know, got a bit of an edge on us, so he's not giving up just yet. The King of Poland has won his little war for that piece of Bohemia. Yeah, you can see it here. This is part of Poland. This here is still part of Bohemia. It doesn't matter because we'll have a de jure reason to, you know, get that in the future. It's fine. And the East Francian isn't moving into our territory there. Well, hopefully we smashed his army. Actually, speaking of the East Francian, yeah, the West Francian likes us more, and we don't have to worry about the King of Aquitaine. That'll be sorted out. What happened to Lotharingia? Ooh. No? Okay. Something's happened here where the King of East Francia no longer has the King of Lotharingia as an ally. The King of Lotharingia still has the King of West Francia, but he would support me, not him. Something weird's happened there. Not too sure what, but something weird has happened there, because they're still all Karlings, so they should still be able to call each other in and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's just a little oddity. Give it up, bro. We've won this. We've seriously won this. You don't have an army anymore. You have a couple of bands of dudes. Now, I don't know if this revolt will end when we, you know, declare our victory. If it doesn't, we'll just have to offer our support in the war against it. That sort of thing. It's fine. It's no drama. And this holy war is coming along very nicely for us. And speaking of that, the Pope has just sent us 200 gold. Good on you, Pope. That's what I like to see. Can we build anything with that? Yes, we certainly can. Yeah, let's upgrade the barracks in Munchen. There we go. While I say you want to have about 200 gold spare in case of emergencies, you don't want to have more than 500 sitting around if you can help it. There will eventually become a point where you have nothing left to spend money on, sometimes. And in that case, sure, stockpile cash. But yeah, you really don't need to have stuff hanging around. Okay, so we can technically usurp the Kingdom of Bohemia, but we're going to need 322 gold. It's alright. It's not an immediate concern. We don't have to just get it straight away. Oh, I think I see why the King of Lotharingia is no longer allied with anybody. See this little conflict up here? That's Lotharingia and Italy fighting each other. This will explain everything. Yes, the King of Lotharingia is at war with the Italian and the East Francian. I can't actually declare war on him for some reason. I mean, obviously because... Oh, right, because we're already technically at war with him. Wow, duh. Jeez, I must not have woken up properly this morning or something. That's just terrible. Count of Galera is dead. He died in our dungeons. It's fine. No dramas there. Factions are all doing fine. We do have two little things here. If Count Walram here dies, this guy will inherit. And he's part of West Francia, so that's an issue. But hopefully this guy has children at some point with his lovely wife. And yes, she is indeed pregnant. Let's just monitor them. Or her. So that we can get a little notification when she does, you know, spit that baby out. Okay, they're attempting to besiege Toulouse with 3 guys. fine. Like 3 dudes rock up and just sort of shout at guys as they go past. And one of them's... Okay, we've got 1 heavy infantry and 2 light infantry. So you got 1 guy standing around in plate armor on the road, hands on his hips, and his 2 little, not servants, but, you know, men wandering around the road. And everybody who passes is just like, hey! Hey, you! Yeah, that's right. And it's a really ineffective siege. They do have a few more people now, so it's got to be a bit more than just 3 guys on a road. But that's fine. After we win these sieges, we'll go and beat them up, because they're not... They are progressing it, actually, but very slowly. And we're going to win this one in the next tick. Yep. Our daughter needs to be educated. She is trusting. Well, let's make a diplomat out of her then. Yeah. And because she's our daughter, we would get an opinion boost by giving her to anybody. A lot of our dukes are educated in, like, religious studies. This guy? No. Yeah, we're just going to educate her for, with Conagard here, I think. Though Conagard could die, so let's try this one. This will be a little bit of an experiment, because Cunegund here has no other traits. She is only Grey Eminence, so that's kind of strange. So let's see how that goes for her. A little bit of an experiment. If there's one thing you should do, it's experiment with your children. Don't do that. 1 that siege. And yeah, just really quick sieges here with the city and the bishopric. The city of Béziers and the bishopric of Albi. Yemen. Bugger it. We lost a good 300, 400 men here. 300 men, that's fine. But, you know, it was worth it. And it was worth it because that's put us to 100% war score. Thank you. Queen Esclairmont. And still Count Walram, but now he's got a fancy hat. So, there is still this little issue of a revolt going on, isn't there? She's inherited that war, so we're going to offer to join that war. And, well, we're going to win it. When she accepts that we're joining it. Right, because Aquitaine is elective. There's now a Karling in the lineup. Let's see if we can murder him. No, we can't. It's fine. Because when she has a child, which she should have fairly soon, being pregnant and all, she will, well, hopefully elect him instead. And we're getting a lot of messages about who she's electing to be her bishops and all that sort of stuff. That's right. Yep, okay, she accepted our offer to war. That's great. This guy died of leprosy. Wonderful. You know, alright. And once we win this little war for her, well, that'll be fine. We are already winning it convincingly, because she controls all of Aquitaine, basically. So that's kind of nice. It's a nice little thing. What's happened here? Oh, that's West Francia now. Or it always was. One way or the other. I think this guy's gotten all of his allies back. Yeah, Lotharingia and West Francia, not Italy. Oh, and that's why not Italy, because Italy has now become part of Lotharingia. Oh, it's a pain in the arse. Let's just check independent states. Lotharingia has 8,000 guys. We're still beating them. We've moved up in ranking slightly. We're now, what's this, 5th? We were 8th. So we've overtaken Africa and Khiva. They don't matter, they're somewhere away from us. Persia, Andalusia, the Arabians, and the Byzantines. are above us. We don't need to worry about those too much. We're going to get a lot of voting around on the Kingdom of Aquitaine. We can't see the actual laws of Aquitaine because we're not a member of it, which is fine. It's fine. Not terribly concerned. And once we win our little war, we are kind of just going to leave it to them to deal with. This woman is trying to kill somebody. We've just gotten a message about that. No one plots. Well, this needs to stop. Godzilla Littlefinger. We will not have Littlefinger on Littlefinger. Stop that. And we've got this plot here and this plot here. Now, who is this kid? Heir to the County of Lightmarch. Yeah, you can stop that. Thank you. We're not losing any money anymore. That's probably because some of our levies have actually died off. Got a new Duke of Gelre. One that likes us. One who is maimed. It's fine. He's not a Littlefinger, but, you know, he'll do. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get these sieges out of the way. And then we can come back up and continue our eastern ambitions. It really annoys me that Lothringia took Italy because, well, these little counties here we wanted to go to war for, didn't we? And now we really can't because he does still have the two other kings as allies. I don't think they'll back him up. The King of East Francia is a 50-50, but the King of West Francia shouldn't back him up. Yeah, whereas... Yeah, it's very 50-50-ish for if we attack East Francia. My wife's pregnant. Good job. Good job indeed. Go me. And yeah, so... we're definitely going to take the Kingdom of Bohemia, not the duchies involved. Just because if we take the duchies, we have to give them away. We've only got two factions, and they're both run by the same guy, and yeah, it's really unimportant. We're not even going to try and murder him. That's how magnanimous we're going to be here. Let's see, where's the de jure Kingdom of Aquitaine? It's actually quite larger than it should be. Well, than it is. This duchy here, which I think is Tours? No, Poitou. That, well, fairly shortly actually, in 33 years, that'll actually become part of West Francia. I'd like to avoid that happening, but there's not too much that I can do about it. It's up to the new Queen of Aquitaine to do whatever she wants involving that. I'm not too sure if she counts as an ally either. Oh, Charles Karling, the King of West Francia. Dear son-in-law, peace be with you. We request that you honour your obligation and answer this call to arms against King Louis II of Lothringia. Declining would cost us 25 prestige, so let's see what the actual war is. Okay, so the West Francian is trying to take Chalons. Where? It's going to be somewhere up here. Let's check it. Find title. Chalons. County. Oh, all the way down here. We're going to accept it because that keeps us in an alliance with this guy. He'll like us more. He'll hate his other dudes more. It's fine. It's fine. And honestly, they should be able to fight each other. Yeah, Lothringia has 11,000 troops. West Francia has 7,000. Oh, they might need our help. Oh, but East Francia is also on our side here. So that's good. That's pretty good. I mean, we can't declare a war on La Virginia right now for something else. You can kind of do that in Europa Universalis 4, but, you know, whatever. But this kid needs to be educated, my nephew. Let's educate him in military. And because I am the best military guy ever, I'll do it. Yes, I'm not too concerned about this little war here. We can't get anything out of it other than prestige for, you know, supporting an ally sort of thing. So my main concern is getting rid of this revolt down in Aquitaine. And then we'll look at maybe just marching for on the way back, taking some stuff. Oh, a book with her. Yep, okay, so we got the learning event with the book. So, illumination or piety? I think we're just going to go with just piety for now. Illumination is kind of nice, but it goes away before it says it should anyway, because the event chain progresses. Yep, okay, the secret within the book still eluded me after several weeks. It was days. It was days. So we get the scholar trait, which is plus learning. Wonderful. Let's put us 1 point or 2 points closer to our goal. And has also increased our tech gain, which can only be a good thing. So here's the main Lothlorginian army. It's sizable, I gotta say. Particularly when these guys join up. The West Francian is going straight for the war goal. Yeah, okay, we won the Siege of Carcassonne. Let me just check de jure kingdoms. Yeah, that's why he's going for it, because it's part of West Francia, technically. It's alright. It's fine. Let me see. Does he have a river with Bourgogne? He does. So this is now all down to the leaders. They're going to be fairly evenly matched, I feel. 10th of August, 3rd of August. He's going to get intercepted. I don't even know why he's trying to get away. He is overmatched by about 900 troops. We can't support him. We're busy. Cough. But, with luck, see, they're taking this penalty here. You can see now, see the little blue squares? That means that they're involved in the skirmish phase. And they are pretty evenly matched. The West Francian is losing, you can tell by the morale bar. And they've just hit melee. Reinforcements are still a week away. The good news here is that they're both depleting each other's armies. And that should really seal it for the West Francian. Okay, each of them have a flank which is fled. Okay, now the West Francian has clearly lost this because he's fleeing in 2 flanks. And now all of them, and off he goes. He's lost that. That's fine. That was 10.72% war score, but it really cut down on the Lothlorginian troops. Which would be handy if we were nearby, but we're not. We're busy. Deal with it. That siege is done. Just got another one to complete down there. And yeah, they're fighting again. But you know what we're actually going to do? Because we can. We're going to usurp the Kingdom of Bohemia. There we go. We're now the King of Bohemia. This guy here is the Duke of Bohemia. But he won't be my vassal. Isn't that interesting? Oh well. We'll get declare war on him at some point. And this is the former queen. She doesn't like us at all because we took her stuff. So she will not accept the offer for vassalization. That wasn't quite what we hoped, but it's dealable because we're just going to go up there and declare war on both of them. and take their stuff anyway. Did the Queen of Aquitaine have a child? Yes, she certainly did, so we can stop monitoring her. Wolfram Littlefinger is a weak child, but that doesn't really matter. He's a Littlefinger. Unfortunately, the elective succession in Aquitaine is going to probably fuck with our plans, so whatever. We've done something good here, and it's an example of how to go about, furthering your realm, that sort of thing. Thinking about this war, I don't care who wins. I'd prefer, actually, while I would prefer the Lotharingian to lose, Lotharingia, I've been saying that wrong this whole time. Wow. While I would prefer the Lotharingian to lose, it doesn't matter to me, they're both Karlings. And while the West Francian is my father-in-law, whatever. We have a new son. Adalbert, we have 2 new sons. Twins! Twins! Twins get an opinion modifier against each other. Oh, right. There we go. And here you can see them both, Adalbert and Ulrich, named after his father. That's pretty cool. So, the idea with these two is they may be somewhere in the inheritance here. I'm not quite sure about that. Eventually, after we murder a bunch of people. They won't, actually, because West Francia is still running under agnetic Gavelkind. Actually, Ogier, Edouard, Erard. Ogier, Edouard, Erard. You know what it's time for, guys? It's time for our favorite game. Plotting murder, perhaps of children. Unfortunately, we can't actually successfully get any of those plots going. They don't have enough men, which is a huge pain in the ass. It's fine. Don't care. So the West Francian is getting chased around West Francia. No doubt it's very annoying for him. Yep, and he's just losing troops and war score all over the place. But he is bleeding this guy. So, what I might do is after we take this place, just head up there and smash that army. Maybe. We are getting gold for this, so... yeah. We'll hang around. We'll hang around. This is... wow, Foy is actually really big. No point attacking it. Let's go up to Ragu. It's kind of on the way. We can claim that we're moving up. We haven't increased our retinue size lately or anything like that. Nope. We have 700 spare points, but that would only give us a skirmish retinue, and we're looking for shock retinues. Yeah, Lotharingia is actually going to be a big sort of burden doorstop on us because they hold all of this. It's a massive border sort of thing. Even if we take East Francia, we'd have to expand through Lotharingia. That's why we're going east. Because bugger that. You know, I kind of think that the Aquitaine at Esclarmonde here could hold her own sort of thing, that she should be able to take her, like, finish this war herself, but the quicker it's over, the better for everybody involved. This West Francia Lotharingia war is... it's an issue, just to put it bluntly. because it puts the Lotharingian in quite a dominant position. Yeah, right, we're going to move up to Chalon and help them out. Aquitaine should be fine. And even if it isn't, we can come back down from Chalon. We're not going to get there in time for this little fight, but we might be able to mop up. We want to go to Lyon and then into Chalon because of rivers. So yeah, there's no way for West Francia can even consider winning that particular fight. But if we get up there, take it, and then maybe take Chalon itself, that'll give the ticking war score thing going. So he's not moving out, which is good, so he must have seen us on our way up. Nope, now he's moving out to Bourgogne on the 25th. Now Bourgogne looks like it's got rivers from everywhere, so we'll just have to take that penalty when we come to it. If we actually choose to do that. Yeah, we're not going to catch his army, but we are going to get into Chalon and occupy it. I saw a siege tick up there for a moment. Yeah. Where was it? Down here? Nope. Weird. Oh, it was here. Because we're occupying this province, it counted the siege here from the Aquitainian revolt as being against us. Just keep an eye on that battle, actually. Again, the Aquitaine guys should win it. And are winning it. Yep. Lovely. Mayor Poppo of Landshut has inherited stuff. And yeah, this war is practically over. Where's he going? Is he coming into my lands? Or is he chasing down the... He is coming into my lands, but I don't know whether he's occupying or moving to chase down East Francian forces. Yep, there we go. Aquitaine War is done. Good on us. We're very helpful. They are involved in a war against the Duke of Poitou. We can't get involved in that because it's just this guy attacking down here. Honestly, she should be able to hold him off. Maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, whatever. So we're just going to take this place and then leave it alone kind of thing. It's not a very difficult siege progress to deal with. And then we'll just get back over here and start our proper wars up for the rest of Eastern Europe. Yeah, wow. If the Byzantine hadn't lost so many battles, he would be more than winning. See, he's got 112.5% from ticking war score because the Chulinid guys, the Chulinid Sultan just can't get to Sicily for the life of him. Just can't get there. Amazing. What's this? West Francian revolt. Jeez. The lady almost ran me down as I entered the hall. Tearfully she told me that my nephew, Ulmeric, had insulted her again. See, Ulmeric has the honest trait. 4 options. But, my dear lady, you are fat. She dislikes us. And Ulmeric gets to keep the honest trait. Not particularly keen on keeping the honest trait. Praises honesty to the court. He keeps the trait. He gets 5 prestige, and people like him less. Tell Ulmeric that honesty has its bounds, which is he loses the honest trait, or punish him for his insults. The usual 50% chance of getting the opposite trait, 40% chance of losing the trait, and 10% chance of nothing. The opposite trait is deceitful, which is actually pretty good. So punish him for his insults. He's just lost the honest trait, so that's fine. Everyone knows you don't tell ladies that they're fat. You just think it behind their back. Okay, siege is going fine. He's moving his troops around a lot. He's probably doing the smart thing and just chasing down these small armies as they pop up. That's alright. I'm fine with that. Duke Otto has apparently died. Good. Didn't like him anyway. And his son, Duke Bernhard, has taken over. So now my daughter here lacks a guardian. We would like her to get a stewardship guardian. So let's educate her. Not with anybody who has syphilis. Yeah, all the stewards aren't all that good, I gotta say. Let's give it a die trick here. That'll be fine. King Walram of Aquitaine is rumoured to be behind an assassination attempt on this woman. Well, she's dead, so I guess he succeeded. And we've got a lower crown authority faction. Nothing to be concerned about. So, all I want to do is take this province, the whole lot of it, and maybe smash this army up, maybe, and then just walk on. I don't care. We should also get a bit of gold out of this, so that'll be helpful. Just out of interest, where is the king? Leading troops in Nordgau, which is this province here. So if we wanted to, we maybe could capture him and get a big ransom, but it's very luck-based. Yep, wonderful. Bunch of people throwing around their votes. Bohemia is Gavelkind, but it does already have medium authority, so that's good. It means that after 10 years we could potentially change it to elective if we so wished. Or we could change it to ultimogeniture. Or seniority, but yeah, not particularly keen on seniority. So even if we get voted out of Bavaria and Pomerania, we'll still have Bohemia at this stage. This guy wants to be Chancellor. He's got 11 diplomacy, the current Chancellor has 9. Give him a chance. Why is he fabricating claims in Bamberg? What the hell? Where is Bamberg? It's this place up here. No? Where is Bamberg? Let's just check this out. Really should have paid attention to this. Okay, down here. You know what? It's not the best use of his time. Excuse me. We are going to pull him out and put him somewhere else. So, improve diplomatic relations somewhere for sure. But where? And actually, we're going to make the Duke of Tyrol our new Chancellor because he wants to be Chancellor. He's got more diplomacy, and it'll make him like us a little bit more as a Duke. So, who do we want to like us more? The Byzantine, perhaps? Yes. Yes, the Byzantine. He's currently leading troops in Tripoli, but we can send our guy to Constantinople because that's where he's going to be. Like, that's where his realm is. Okay, let's just check on our guys. Okay, so he's in Constantinople. He's doing what I want him to do. He's doing what I want him to do. He's also in Constantinople doing what I want him to do. And he's proselytizing in Rana, which is still Slavic, so that's good. Excellent. Okay, we've almost taken the citadel of Chalon. We've built the barracks in Munchen. Looking good. We're actually almost at capacity there. We just need stables and I think one more jousting list and we'll be as far as we can go at our current technology. Which then means we can turn our attention to Andex. Okay, looks like Pomerania has fucked with its laws. Yep, Duke Bruno of Messian is currently the elected, like the to-be elected heir. He's still a Ludolfinger, so it's not too much of a concern. Who's voting for him? He's voting for himself, and the Duke of Brandenburg is voting for him. The Duke of Brandenburg. How would you like to be seneschal? And have a little bit of money. The monetary opinion boost doesn't last very long, but it might be enough for him to get him to change his vote. For the moment. At least until that short reign penalty goes away. It says that we may lose this particular title, the County of Lower Silesia. I don't think we will, because Wolfram Lodolfinger is of our dynasty. And he's not going to inherit the Kingdom of Aquitaine at this moment. These guys are. Yeah, you know what? Let's get this guy dead. Invite everybody. He's a Karling, so we're justified. And yeah, even the Queen's in on it. Good stuff. More than enough plot power, and the Queen hasn't even joined in yet. Join in! It'll be fun. Siege of Chalon is dealt with, so now we're going to deal with the Bishopric of Tournus, and then the city of Serres. And there you go, joined in. She contributed almost nothing. This guy is the big one, because he's this guy's spy master. But, fortunately, that's enough plot power for the event to trigger, or the events to trigger, or have a trigger chance. It's a little bit of a guessing game. We do have a bunch of places that we could claim, mainly in the Karling areas, and only one of them is for somebody in our dynasty, what was it? The County of Thuringen, there, for our half-sister, and we can't currently claim it because we're allies in a war, which is a little irritating, but we'll just have to deal with it. No biggie. As long as the Karlings keep fighting amongst themselves, it's fine. This guy wants to kill Otter Primislid. Why? Why you want this? Stop it. Bad. He probably wanted to kill him so that he could be court chaplain instead. Don't care, just don't want them doing it. So yeah, after I take this, I'm not actually going to come up here and fight this big army. I'm just taking these places for the giggles at this stage, I guess. You know what? We'll just finish up this siege and then walk out. I'm not interested in this war. Really not interested in it. Our half-brother lacks a guardian. Well. What can we educate him in? Diplomacy, I guess. Sure. How's our prison going? Got a bunch of people who we have had in prison for some time. A lot of them will die in there just because we don't care. Alright, yep, let's walk out. I'm so done with that place. And he's going to move into Sundgau, so hopefully he's not trying to intercept us. He shouldn't try to. Yes, he's stopped moving. He is moving down here to take these places back. I don't give a shit. He can have them. I no longer care. Oh, 70 gold. Thank you, steward. I just want to get our troops back, put our levies down, go to war with some shitty little counties, and just, you know, consolidate. That's all I want to do. Speaking of consolidating, though, we are coming to the end of the episode. I'd give it another 5 minutes by this stopwatch. Really handy having this stopwatch. I got to say, I mean, I know it's really fucking obvious and everything that actually looking at how long you're taking will help you work out how long you're taking. But, you know, it's nice. And I guess this guy. Okay, so we bring them up to Znojmo. And we've got 2 places that we're going to take. The County of Brno and the Duchy/County of Domažlic, which is actually part of the Duchy of Bohemia, which we could usurp, but we're not going to. Lothar wants to know, Daddy, where did children come from? Daddy will tell you when you get older. So 50% chance of cynical, not great. He is an imbecile, so whatever we do here really isn't going to matter too much because he's got a -8 to goddamn it everything. Or a -3 because he's not an imbecile, he's slow. 30% chance of diligent, which is good, but it's not going to help him out too much. And 20% chance of deceitful. You know there are bees and flowers. 50% chance of trusting, 30% of deceitful, 20 of craven. None of those are good. Well, deceitful kind of is, but yeah. Or be silent or I'll slap you. 40% craven, 40% wrath, 20% slothful. Slothful's bad. Wrath isn't too bad. Craven's terrible. Daddy will tell you when you get older. He's gained the cynical trait. He didn't believe me. Like, ew, no, that's disgusting. Girls, ew. Yeah, so I'd say we're technically going to lose this war with Lotharingia, but, well, or Lotharingia. God damn. But yeah, don't care. My son, my heir requires a guardian. Now, one key thing when educating an heir is you want to educate them with somebody of your culture. So, what do we want to educate him in? I'm thinking diplomacy, but we don't really have a lot of good diplomats. I'd give him to Wenzel, but Wenzel is craven, so he might impart that trait. You know what? We're going to do it. It's too important to leave to some minion. We're going to educate our child. This guy wants to kill Hildegard, who is probably just a commoner of some kind. Yep. Of absolutely no importance. So, you wanna stop that, bro? He's probably doing that because he has the possessed trait, and that makes people act weird. Wife's pregnant again. Jeez, I'll tell you what. We're really knocking her up. First twins, and now whatever comes out this time. Jeez, I really hope you guys can't hear that drill downstairs. I get the feeling that someone's arrived home and now they're drilling. Either that or I have a massive problem that I have to deal with in about 5 minutes. But, yeah, I'm really hoping that's not coming through a microphone. It's supposed to be a sound-cancelling microphone, but, well, we saw how well that worked when that bandsaw was going on outside. We do have a bunch of claims that we could make. The Thuringian one is a more important one because it's for a Littlefinger. But, you know, when it comes to it, we can't declare on him now. We can't declare on the East Francian now because we're still at war. At a war where we're allied with the East Francian, bizarrely enough. So that's irritating. But, you know, gotta just deal with that, I guess. That war should be over fairly shortly, actually. Okay, so what we're going to say is, hey, you want to... Oh, there's an adventurer conquest going on. Okay, so an adventurer conquest is kind of like a rebellion, except they're not rebels. It's some guy has raised up an army and he's all like, I'm going to have your land. In this case, this fellow here, Bagatur, an Orthodox Christian of the Dengizidke dynasty, has decided to declare war on Princess Hedvika the Careless of Moravia, and, well, he's trying to take it. He has a fairly small army. We're going to help her out. And she'll accept that. Now, helping her out might give her a nice opinion boost against us. Like, for us, sorry. So, that'll be handy. And we're just going to send our guys in. Our niece is good at stewardship, so we'll educate her in stewardship. Yeah, this one, sure. Guntram has arrived at our court. Just a dude. He was a peasant leader somewhere, so that means that he was a rebel in some other country, but they've banished him, so he's turned up here. That's fine. He doesn't dislike us at all. He just has a bad diplomacy because he's a jumped up peasant. He's actually got pretty good stats in everything else. And Humbert as well. Humbert is also a peasant leader, so he's probably this guy's marshal or something. Again, not too bad. It's fine. Always happy to have more good German Catholics. Yep, we're in the war. So, let's see. He's going to move out. Our main objective here is to... Oh no, we're going to join in this battle. That's fine. Our main objective here is to defeat this guy and his army. Which we've kind of just done. And, yep, 75 war score, 11 prestige, a little bit of military tech. We're going to chase him down. Because we want to ensure that the AI, you know, makes peace as quickly as possible. There you go. Yep. She's won that war. She'll be done with it in a moment. She still doesn't have a positive opinion of us because that usurped title thing is way huge. But, well, we'll come back to that next episode. We're probably going to have to declare war on her in a moment. And we'll also take this guy's stuff and all that sort of business. Yeah. Anyway, we'll call that a day. Well, I say a day. I might even record another episode after this. The idea of getting a backlog is quite appealing to me. But, yep, so if you've got any questions about what I'm doing, what my plans for the future are, I have some plans for the future, let me tell you that. What's going on in your own games, just mechanics about the game itself. Happy to try and answer them for you. And if you've got any questions, sorry, we did questions, now we're into comments. If you have any comments, well, leave them below this video. Be glad to see some. And if you liked the video, throw us a like. And if you'd like to see some more of this sort of thing, well, subscribe button is just down there to the lower right, I believe. I think it's the lower right. I may be wrong, but I'm sure you'll find it. You're all good-looking intellectual individuals. But, yeah, let's call that a day. So, I've been Sub. You've been yourselves. Later.